I'm doing on color, art, and art concepts. Today we're going to run you through a little bit of color theory and blending. So if you rock with me, here we go. So what we're going to start with is we're going to start with the primary colors. We got red, boom, folk art brand, cheap brand paint. I got yellow and blue, the last primary color. We're also going to work in a little secondary green for the fade, and of course black and white for shading, lighter tones, darker tones. So I'll start with a small canvas. I got my palette right here. We're gonna go from blue to green to yellow to red. Everything moves like the rainbow. Everything flows in together. It goes back around. It goes purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, pink, purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, pink, purple, and so on. Black and white are shades that go in with all colors. Except for when you're blending yellow, a lot of times you have to use brown because it's more of an earth tone, but we'll go into that in a different video. So first off, I'm going to get a little blue. Put a little blue on my palette. And I'm going to take my wider brush since I'm trying to cover more area, and I'm going to start in this corner right here. See, I'm releasing, going up like this and releasing it. Give it like a fade type look. With the blue right there, like so. Give it a little more. Right, y'all get the gist of it. Then we're gonna go in with our green. As y'all can see, it's not open yet. I'm gonna open with my teeth like a pit bull. Then we're going with green. I like to use the same brush that had the color from before, so it mixes the colors together. Add a little, fade it into there, like so. We're going from blue, fade it into the blue, and then out, so we're preparing for the next color. A little more green in there. We're going to go into the blue a little bit. You don't want to go all the way because you want the blue to show still, but then we go into the green. Now we're going to go more green as we get towards the end, because we want the green at this point to outlast the blue. There we go. Got a nice. Let's fade them together. Give it like a smooth fade. There we go. So now we're going to go into yellow. If I can get it open. So we're going to put a little yellow on there. Then we're going to go into yellow with it. So that's what we got so far. Boom. Now we're going to go with some more yellow. Let's ink the yellow up in there. I'm going back and forth from where to fade it into the green and yellow. So yellow seems to be the more dominant color in here. We're going to try to even out the ratios here towards the end, so it looks like an even fade. So there's the yellow. Let's add a little more green in there towards there. Towards fade, and then let's put in some more blue for good measure. More blue. There we go. And I like my blue to be at the end. I want it to stand out a little bit. we need that secondary orange in there to really fade it into the red. So I think I'm gonna go and grab my orange real quick. Give me 1 second. All right, we back. Got our orange in there. This is more of a, this is just plain orange from Dollaroni brand. I mispronounced that completely. So we're gonna use that as our blender in between our yellow and our red. So we got a lot of colors in our paintbrush. As you can see, we got blue, green, and yellow. I want to get us kind of a fresh palette a little bit. There we go, a little better. So we're going to take our orange. It's a little thicker. It's not as runny as the other paint. And we're going to try to mix it in with that yellow. So you want to do like a little... like that, get it on there, and then we're going to get our yellow and mix it in. More yellow, get as much as you need. See, the orange kind of took it over a little bit, so we're going to go back into some more yellow and green. Let me clean off my brush. So I'm going to go into some more yellow. Let's get this green popping a little bit. Let's get this green popping a little more, y'all. Here we go. Feel like we was missing. We didn't have enough green on this thing. Fade it in there. Like I said, use as much green as you like. Use as much colors as you need for the blend. Just don't do too much because you don't want one color to take over like we did. You gotta be. You can always fix it and layer it. You can go back over it and layer it, and you can fix it later when the paint starts to dry. So a lot of people get intimidated, but you can always go back in and fix it or layers. They're starting to look a little better. Let's add a little more yellow in there. As that orange starts to dry, it's not dragging so much into the rest of the painting. Dry that orange a little more, and let's get that yellow in there. Get that real fade in there. Try to blend that fade in there. There we go. Get those brush strokes in there. Try to blend it. You don't want no thickness in there. All blend together as best you can. There we go. That's a little better. Let's get a little more green in there. See that yellow try to take over. You gotta even it out. Even the playing field. There we go. That's what we got. Some more green towards the bottom right here. There we go. Let's put a couple dabs of blue coming off the corner. You want to take over now. So just be, you know what you're doing. Pay attention. There we go, getting that green. green and that blue. That fade is important, so like that. And then we're gonna go with our red. We'll try to finish it off. So we already got our red. We're gonna start from that corner. And like I told you guys, we're starting from the corner. So got a drop of water on there. That'll bleed your paint. So you see I got the red on there. So now in between that, I leave a little space so I can blend my orange in with it. There we go. Get some more orange in there. The red is a little stronger than that orange, so it'll overpower it. So you just wanna, but you don't wanna go too far. You don't wanna overpower that yellow, because that yellow is a lot lighter. Alright, so let's get the yellow in there. Try to keep a consistent blend. More yellow. As y'all can see, I got a few imperfections in there where the orange is bleeding over, so I'm going to try to clean the orange off my brush and coat it over with more yellow to try to make up for that. But I don't want to overpower that green either. And keep a constant blend. So let's get a little more green in there. Now let's get the green right in there. Remember, you can always layer, so don't get intimidated. As y'all can see, this is where we got it going. It's a light blending tutorial. It's not too even. I like mine sporadic and abstract looking. You can do yours however you want to. But this is just a little color theory video. I wanted to go and teach some people some things I naturally taught. I naturally learned. I'm a self-taught artist. No artist in my family really besides me. So, you know, these are just some techniques I've been teaching myself over years, and this is how I do them. So, hey, thanks for watching, and tune in next time.